Go stupid.
Throwing chips over our shoulders, we ain't really know our dads. Blowing quarters for disorders, we ain't even know we had. Hoping cabinets don't come open, I'm tiptoeing broken glass. From a neighborhood where anger would console the open gash. How you build a future when you never learn to cope with past? Break it back for nothing, over a stovetop with a mask. Crushing baseballs, I ain't talking Sammy Sosa with a bat. Chasing cheese without no means just keeps you closer to the rat. I get my closure through these raps so my composure stays intact. Cause my exposure to them odors had me choking on my last breath. What are boys to do when daddy's bouncing like a bad check? You get an ounce to make the bag win. Have a lot of role models, yeah. My father took his own life through the bottom of a whole bottle, yeah. Look, I've been dreaming about what drama begun. You fight them demons or you pass the trauma on to your son. I killed the doubters cause my willpower is strong as that gun. So when I make it off this rap, I'm telling mama we won. 10 years later when we saw him, we could tell by his appearance that he didn't have much time, and it was obvious he feared us. Think he knew he needed help but wasn't trying to hear it. Guess his spirit was too rattled to go battle the spirits. We hit that driveway, I told my sister, yo, this is it. A week later, called and said the bucket had kicked. He sunk in that shit, my heart and throat was stuck in a pit. Cause for a while I felt like I manifested this shit. I should have varied my tactics and tried to bury that hatchet, but I was married to baggage and busy carrying ratchets. I wish we knew him well enough to have a place for his ashes. He's still sitting there 12 steps from my mattress. We ain't have a lot of role models, yeah. My father took his own life through the bottom of a whole bottle, yeah.
Dom DeMarco.
Fuck yeah, let it be.
This is about targeting. This is about targeting Jewish space lasers in this body. This is about targeting Jewish space lasers in this body. New York has been disgusting. This Congress has been disgusting. American women has been disgusting. This is about targeting. This is about targeting Jewish space lasers in this body. This is about targeting Jewish space lasers in this body. Don't tell me about 9/11. Don't tell me about the Republican Party. Don't tell me about racism. Don't tell me about women of color, because I didn't get a single Jewish space laser in this body. In this body.
Fuck yeah, let it be. Fuck yeah, let it be.
This is about targeting. This is about targeting Jewish space lasers in this body. This is about targeting Jewish space lasers in this body. New York has been disgusting.
Dom DeMarco.
American women has been disgusting. This is about targeting. This is about targeting Jewish space lasers in this body. This is about targeting Jewish space lasers in this body. Don't tell me about 9/11. Don't tell me about the Republican Party. Don't tell me about racism. Don't tell me about women of color, because I didn't get a
Know what it you hoes, I'm coming from South Park. Catch you after dark, I'ma spit your fucking dick apart.
No threat to our Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep, hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep, hope you motherfuckers understand. No threat to our Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's
definitely a really big cross. There were, you know, as many police officers as there were.
It's Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand.
What's going on, everybody? Happy Hotep Thursday. Happy Hotep Thursday. Welcome to the Hotep's Been Told You After Party. With yours truly, Cannon Hotep. Riding alongside me tonight is Cassius Cam himself. Give yourselves a round of applause. Because you could be anywhere right now, but you're hanging out with us, and we really appreciate that. Hey, yo, Cam. So, yo, the song, tell everybody a little bit about the song we played.
Which one?
Dang, I forgot. It was
the role model, like my
the role model. Song. Yeah, the role model song.
I got you.
My bad, bro.
Yeah, that's the song I released today. That's kind of the direction where my music's gonna be going this year. I'm still gonna be talking my shit, making my grift music, but I'd really like to kind of get into like some more personal stuff and get back to like the roots of like what got me into hip hop and stuff, so I can really like get busy and like show you guys what I can do. I
hear that, bro. I hear that. That shit fire, bro. That's definitely a fire song right there. You know what I mean? But that shit the shit you put together with AOC, yo.
I'm stupid, man. I saw that shit go viral, and then I hopped in the Meta Border chat, and I just like, hey, should I chop that up and just make a track with it real quick? And unanimous, everyone was like, yeah. So it took me like an hour, but I had a little bit too much time today.
Yeah, she was feeling herself a bit too much, bro. We're gonna get into that. Shit, we're gonna get into that.
Oh,
also, we're gonna talk this Chinese spy balloon. And we're going to talk this Black History Month police squad car. But first, if you're new, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out, or at least it's supposed to. Honestly, YouTube been putting my notifications out yesterday when I did a stream with the when I was playing the Division, and they put a notification out tonight. But it's so inconsistent, y'all. Anyway, hit that notification bell anyway, and please share this stream. Let people know we're live. If you're catching the replay, let me know how I'm doing. I can use some constructive criticism. I really appreciate that. If you want to donate to the channel, Cash Apps, Super Chats are always welcome. Or, Rumble Rants and Super Chats are always welcome. Also, you can donate through my Cash App, $Cannon Hotep. That's $Cannon Hotep. Anyway, so yo, bruh. This damn Chinese spy balloon, bro. Did you read about that?
I heard what they were talking about on Hotep's Been Told You. I didn't really dive into it, though.
You didn't dive into it?
Mm-mm.
So, apparently, there's a spy balloon, and it's been trending for a while. So, apparently, there's a spy balloon over, I forgot what part of the U.S., but it doesn't matter. It's
Montana, I think.
Is it Montana?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, over Montana. The shit is crazy, bro. Like, and we ain't done nothing about it yet. It yet.
In Montana, what's crazy to me is like none of those hillbillies shot that thing out of the air.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. What happened to that? What the hell happened to that, bro? I mean, like, I don't know. Check this out, y'all.
Here's the moon.
Oh, shucks. Hold on. This thing, I swear, yo. Now my what's the name acting up? Let me see. Let's do this. So let's do this. Boom. Here we go. Where is it? There we go. Don't even understand why I keep doing this. It keep defaulting to something else. You feel me? So let's see. It's this one. That ain't it. That ain't it. There we go. Don't know why it keeps defaulting. All right, there we go. So let's get it. Here we go.
Here's the moon. Right. And then there's that. What planet is that?
Now, if I was her, I would think the same thing, right? I'd be like, yo, do we got 2 moons in the sky? What the fuck is that? That ain't no star. She probably thought it was Nibiru coming back or something like that. You know what I mean? Come to find out, it's a Chinese like spy balloon or some shit like that. Now it has like a solar array on it and some more shit, right? And it's just, you know, it's just over Montana, just sitting casually. You know what I mean, now that would cause alarm for me, right? That would cause alarm for me simply because I would be worried about an EMP strike or some shit. You know what I mean? Because what better thing to do it with than a fucking analog weather balloon?
Yeah, it looks kind of innocuous when you look at it. Like
Right.
you wouldn't think, you know, it doesn't look like a weapon or anything. But who verified this is from China? Like, how do we know this is from China?
Well, they're saying it's suspected, right? So I was actually about to go to that. So CNBC, suspected Chinese spy balloon found over northern U.S. This is from today around 5:09 p.m. So they captured the picture of it with the solar array on it and everything. So high altitude balloon floats over Billings, Montana. On Wednesday, February 1st, 2023, the U.S. is tracking a suspected Chinese surveillance balloon that has been spotted over U.S. airspace for a couple of days. Oh, damn. I thought it was just today. For a couple of days. But the Pentagon decided to not shoot it down due to risk of harm for people on the ground, officials said Thursday. So I guess they're afraid of that solar array, I guess, falling into somebody's fucking living room, which I can understand that. But you would think like you would send something to snag that bitch, right? You know what I mean?
I just don't think China's that sloppy. That doesn't make any sense. Like, if you told me like it was Iran or something, then yeah, maybe. But I don't think China would do something that sloppy.
It says Thursday, let's see. Official said on Thursday, February 2nd, 2023. The Pentagon would not confirm that the balloon in the photo was the surveillance balloon. I agree. I don't know if it would be that sloppy. You think what you thinking, bro? You thinking it's some kind of
Bro, they got fangs sleeping with our like congressmen and shit. Like, they don't need a balloon in there. I don't know. That just seems silly to me.
Yeah, but like I said, I still be worried about it, right? Because like I said, you want to fire EMP, right? What better way to do it? Right in like low, like I guess that would be. I don't know if that's considered low Earth orbit or it's in the atmosphere, right? And you fire from a weather balloon that won't be affected by it. You feel me?
Yeah.
So like I would be concerned about it. I don't care whose it is. That shit could be North Korea's for all we know, right? They would be sloppy about some shit like that. Like, fuck it, we can't get a missile that'll reach the continental U.S. Fuck it, let's just float a fucking Zeppelin over that bitch and attach an EMP with it. You know what I mean?
But how primitive do we look not being able to deal with a fucking balloon in 2023?
Right, exactly. Like,
it was up there for how many days before they
just said a couple of days. They not really saying how many days it was, which is crazy to me. So, my man Raider Nation Unlimited in the building. What's up, Jonesy, with the $5 super chat? Appreciate you, brother. He says, Hotep, salute my brother. What's going on, bro? If y'all not subscribed to Raider Nation, and y'all Raiders fans, man, go subscribe. They got some good content, even though it's Ravens Nation over here, baby. Ravens Nation. Jabari, what you say? I need to be on the Space Lasers remix. Jabari said he gotta get on your Space Lasers remix, bruh.
I get Jabari on it.
That's what's up. man, I'm gonna switch from Skype. Skype keep messing with the daggone pictures and stuff. I'm gonna get that together later. Anyway, Chad with the 199 super chat. I appreciate you, Chad. He says, "How do we know balloon doesn't have space lasers? It might. It might got a space laser."
Hey, bro, I would be so mad if that goes viral, and then the song that I like really want to go viral doesn't. I would be so mad.
Yo, that'd be, but that shit is dope, yo. Like, I think that'll catch on. But you know
funny.
what? The sad part is it might not catch on because of this stupid ass algorithm that's going on, right? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
man, people ain't been seeing nothing from me. It's crazy. I used to get upwards of like 10K on a video if I put like a little music video out, even if it's just me like rapping in front of them. Like, but people aren't seeing that. But I'm too much of a contrarian to lock my account. Like, as soon as I see everybody jump ship and start locking their account, like just out of principle, I'm like, nah, fuck that. So
right, that's how I
just me. I'm
felt.
stubborn.
That's how I felt, yo. That is how I felt. I was like, come on, guys. Y'all doing too much. Y'all doing way too much right now. Y'all doing way too much right now. I just was like, nah, I'm good. You know what I mean? Let me see something. That's not doing this thing. Bear with me, guys, because this shit is annoying. I don't know why it's doing what it's doing. Let's do it like this. I'm just going to do this real quick. And I'm just going to deal with it. Boom. We're going to re-add you, Cam. Give me 1 second. Boom. There we go. I'm just going to bring you back down here. We got to size you back up real quick. There we go. All right. But yeah, y'all, I don't know. So I wasn't going to do it either. I was like, man, and I saw that some people were getting a lot more engagement being locked versus, you know, being open. But it just didn't make sense to me. I'm just like, no, I'm not doing that, yo. I refused, right? I refused to do it. So I just was like, fuck it. I said eventually Elon will fucking deal with it later or some shit like that. You know what I mean? So according to him, he's going to deal with it next week or some shit like that. So we'll see how that shit go. But they need to deal with that shit quick because it's annoying as fuck. I mean,
they said it was something about the For You page or something like that, wasn't it?
Is that right?
Yeah, someone was speculating. Like, I know Tim put out a video about like the way that they got the For You page programmed into people's feed. That's what's messing with everything. So like that's why people's engagement went down. It's like a complete algo issue. So when you put it on private, it just returns you to like the people you associate with.
Yeah, I get that, but it's just like, come on, yo, because now you stifling people's reach. You know what I mean? Because isn't Twitter not there for an echo chamber, right? Like I want to reach new audience. I want to reach a new audience. I want to reach more people, right? More people follow me if, you know, my voice gets out there. You know what I mean? Yeah, I might get more engagement with the audience I already got, but I'm not picking up any new followers, which is ridiculous to me. So Elon, get on top of that shit, yo, and fucking fix that, bro. Fucking fix that.
He dumped a bunch of bots because I noticed that I had like 100 follower drop. I'm pretty sure it was all Fed accounts. It was all bots and whatnot.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, but I just think this shit is ridiculous to me. You know what I mean? But back to this space balloon or this spy balloon. I don't care who it is, yo. Y'all need to get this shit out the sky. You keep tracking it. What the fuck is you tracking? You gonna track it till some shit happened to that shit got like some new and improved Joker products in it, and this shit just fucking breaking. All this shit come falling out of the balloon onto some unsuspecting people, and they start getting all fucked up on some 12 monkey shit. Like is that what we waiting for before we fucking eviscerate it or get it out of the sky? You know what I mean?
Probably full of fentanyl or something.
Right. It's gonna have that them little fentanyl fucking Skittles or whatever the shit they was making down across the border and shit like that. But it just don't make sense. You know what I mean? And it's just sitting over there, and then it's like we not doing nothing about it. So they're just gonna keep doing it. You know what I mean? But then again, it could very well be one of our shits or some shit. Who knows? They just don't want people to know that. Might be some
I
shit
think
like
that's just as much of a possibility. Like when the whole UFO thing was going on, and like that pilot was like these tic tac shaped aircrafts, and we don't know what they are. It's like, man, if you're coming out and telling me that these are UFOs, they're probably ours.
Bruh, straight up. Jay's World, what's going on with the $4.99 super chat? I appreciate you. So just for support for Hotep Nation, Hotep and Build, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. That's right, Hotep Slice. Hit that like button. Let's get it. Let's get it. What's up, Chad? Chad says, got news for y'all. The private thing is Elon's fix. You think so? It might
Chad's
be, y'all.
such an Elon hater. I'm with him though. I agree with him, but Chad just goes in on Elon.
Bro, I don't know. Somebody Sauce said it's Project Bluebeam practice, bro. Natasha saying she thinks it's a hologram. That is true. Since when are we told the truth? Yeah, it could very well, like, they could just be saying that it could be a false, a false flag. It could be one of them, right? And then that shit explode and fuck up something, and then now we got an excuse to go fuck with some shit. You know what I mean? That could very well be. That could very well be. I don't know, but anyway, I think that shit's weird. And why the hell did you just took over the whole screen? What the hell going on?
Hey, you think it could be on my end, Cannon?
No, it's not on your end. It's Skype, yo. Skype shit tripping. Like Skype was it was great because it had an NDI source. What NDI means is that I can share like stuff with you, like the way I'm swapping through stuff for the people watching the stream. But this is one of the fallbacks. It just started fucking up. There was a way to fix it. Jimmy Doss was telling me a way to fix it, but it's just annoying, yo. I don't know why it does this. So but I just found out that Zoom has an NDI situation now where I can use that. So I'm gonna swap over to Zoom probably tomorrow. Actually, I'm definitely gonna swap over to Zoom tomorrow while I don't really got shit to do for real. Let me see.
Are you just chilling till you recover? Is that like the whole plan? So you can't really.
I mean, I start my IT position on the 13th. So I'm probably not going to be chilling per se after the 13th, but I got a desk job. You feel me? So I guess for that, I'm not going to be tripping after that. That makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'll
give you a chance to not refracture it again.
Right,
you know
exactly. I'll be sitting at a desk. I ain't got to worry about fucking up my foot. You know what I mean? Now, what I'll say, I'm relieved because this is the second time I did it. I didn't give myself a chance to let it heal before. So now I got a chance to let this shit heal. So, Fuego, what's going on with the Rumble rant? I appreciate you. He says, salute this evening, gentlemen. There's been a spike in cattle mutilations in this part of the country. Is that right? Oregon, Idaho, etc. 10 full Kufi time. Is that right? You know who it is. You know who it is. It's the tree huggers. You know what I mean? It's the climate activists. You know what AOC say? What she say, yo? The cow farts are messing up the ozone layer and causing climate change. And these idiots, they running around thinking that she telling the truth, like bovine and all these other animals ain't been around since for fucking forever. You know what I mean? It's like, shut up. Like this all, they're gonna lock us down for climate change. Watch.
You know how many songs I can make with AOC sound bites?
Right. They take the dumb shit she say out of her mouth and everybody just run with that shit. Oh my God, it's gonna kill the cows. It's gonna kill the cow. It's gonna kill the trees. The trees. Like, never mind the fact that cow shit fucking help grow or is a part of fertilizer and shit like that and help all your plants fucking grow. You tree huggers. You know what I mean? These people are ridiculous. Koofy time. Tyler Durden says we do have a Roswell in Idaho. Oh shit!
I believe that, man. We see a bunch of crazy shit out here in the boonies, man.
Oh shit! Fuego say some people think that it's the watermelons.
I'll get out, dude.
It's the watermelons.
The green commies. I ain't never heard that before.
Oh God, I ain't never heard that shit either, bro. The watermelons.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. That
Yo,
is
the
a
internet
good
is funny, man. People are funny as hell, dude.
one. That is fucking hilarious. The watermelons. Get out of here. Let me see something. Where is it at? See if it pop up. So, all right. So Miami, yo. So Miami, in honor of Black History Month, Miami Mayor Ponzi Pustiala Francis Suarez. God, that's a lot of names. Just unveiled a Black History police cruiser with images of Africa all over it. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I saw it.
Bro, what the fuck was they thinking, bro?
Are they gonna decorate the nightclubs that they're gonna be beating people up with too?
They're gonna have kente cloth print on the nightsticks.
That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the
I don't want to get no copyright strike. Look at this shit. Fight the
They
power.
better not arrest anybody in that for the whole month. You can't put anybody in the back of that.
Bruh, look at this shit. Miami police supports Black History Month as they stomp you the fuck out in the middle of the street.
Your tax dollars at work.
Not even that. It's just funny. It's the irony in the fucking vehicle. It's all it is, guys. Look, we making jokes. All right, I know some people gonna be all, you know what I mean. Police have a thankless job, and of course they do. We get that. But come on, you gotta recognize the irony in the vehicle. Please do. Please do. Right?
It's funny. Here's the rule with jokes, man. It's either all okay or none of it's okay.
Right.
You gotta be able to laugh at this shit.
Exactly. You gotta be able to laugh at this shit because this shit is tripping me out. I think this shit is fucking hilarious. Holy smokes. Black History Month squad car. With Africa on it. Wow.
Hey, the rap's kind of fire though.
It is fire. It is fire. That shit is dope. It just is on the wrong vehicle. I mean, I'm just saying. Like, why not put it on like another, like, you know, city or county vehicle? Why a police car?
I would put it on a Cutlass.
Yeah, put it on a Cutlass, not the fucking Interceptor. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine getting pulled over, right, and pulled out of your car and handcuffed and put in the back of that?
Yeah, there's no way that they're gonna patrol seriously in that thing.
Oh my gosh! I mean, if you're going to have a police officer drive that shit, you got to let a black officer drive that shit, I guess. You know what I mean? Maybe it'll make it less offensive if you let a black cop drive the Black History Month police.
These fools are so tone deaf though. I wouldn't be surprised.
Tyler Durden,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Tyler Durden says, "Cool, I guess, but the taxpayers paid for that. I just think that money could be spent differently." Hey, I agree. I definitely agree. I mean, it definitely could be spent different because after Black History Month, what do you do with that? That shit gonna get pulled right off. You know what I mean?
Put the white right back over top of it.
Right. That shit gonna get pulled off, and that shit gonna be I don't know, beat a nigga black or some shit. I don't know. We got HJ in the building. What up, HJ? Appreciate you jumping through, bro. Saw says being recorded, getting put in the back of that cruiser would be so humiliating, bro. Who you telling? Who you telling, bro? Yo, that shit's crazy, bro. I don't know what the fuck they was thinking with that shit. I don't know why they thought that was a thing. I don't know if that's a troll or what, but he looked proud of that shit. He definitely looked proud of that fucking car. I'd be like, ain't this a bitch? Like, yo, I just got pulled over. I just got pulled over by the Black History mobile. I just got pulled over by the Black History Mobile, yo. I'd be pissed off, bro. I'd be like, what in the world is going on here? And why is it going on here? Oh my gosh, bro. That I don't understand. I swear I don't. I swear I don't get it. I don't know what people be thinking about, bro. I really don't.
A lot of the comments, people are ecstatic about it too.
Is that right?
Yeah, just like kind of browsing through them.
It just don't make sense to me, bro. I don't know why people want that. I don't know why people
Racism has been resolved.
That's the equivalent of Congress taking a knee with the fucking kente cloth around their neck. That's what the equivalent of that shit is.
You know, some of them are gonna go get a photo op with that. They have to.
They got to. Nobody made a big stink about that. That's the funniest part to me.
That's in Florida?
Yeah, that's in Miami.
Okay.
Tyler Durden says sad, but it'll go back to the Pride car next month. Yeah, exactly what it's gonna be. That's the token black police car right there. That shit gonna be a pride car too. They gonna change the sirens like woo woo woo.
Hey.
Pull over, y'all. Oh my gosh, I can't believe they did that. That's just sad for them to do. I mean, they virtue signaling, but I'm sorry. I'm sure nobody in Miami is gonna look at that car and go, "That's what I'm talking about." You know what I mean? No. That's exactly the song that they're gonna play when they show that shit. That's exactly what it is.
That's the sound of the police.
That's exactly what it's gonna be. Daisy Girl said Miami Vice. Yeah, they spent taxpayers' dollars on that. You know what I mean? Tyler Durden said exactly, Cam. Hey, I'm telling you, bro, it's gonna be fucking ridiculous, bro. It's gonna be ridiculous. Anyway, yo, so look, check it, right? So I decided to figure out how to stream from my PlayStation 5 to OBS and shit like that, yo. And that shit was fun. So I was playing The Division. So I got The Division 2. I had played it when it first came out, and then work got in the way, so I hadn't been gaming, and then the Cove base got in the way, and then I bought the PS5, and when I was transferring some stuff, that game transferred over. So I was like, oh, okay, cool, that's what's up. So I decided to use that as the test game to see if the what's it called, the PS5 in this thing called Remote Play, to make sure that shit worked right. And that shit came out pretty decent, yo. That shit came out really decent. Did you check it out?
I saw that you went live. I was getting ready to go into the gym. I didn't get a chance to check it out.
Yeah, that shit was dope, yo. So here, check this out. Where is that? Here we go. Yeah, this shit was pretty cool, yo. So I was just playing around with the game, and it don't look bad for not having a capture card, yo. It don't look bad for not having a capture card. So they say capture cards make the graphics look that much better, especially because PS5 plays in 4K and 8K and all that other stuff. You know what I mean? So I think I'm gonna start gaming a little more. I know a few people was interested in playing The Division with me, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the PlayStation Plus or whatever it is. I'm gonna pay for that, and then that way I can get busy with some of the subscribers. Pause. You know what I mean? But this was fun, yo, just gaming and talking to people at the same time. I put on that fucking scary ass robot chat so I could hear what they were saying, so I had to look and read and play at the same time. The little robot in the new chat app I got on here would just
hey, that shit scared the shit out of me, dude. I texted you because I was listening to your stream. I was on a trail run. And that shit popped. I thought God was talking to me, dude. I almost jumped out of my sneakers.
Yeah, so what it can do, right? So apparently this new app I got, it can talk and it'll pop up the new the latest, or it'll pop the chats up automatically as they come in. Right? So I was using that as I was playing the game. And that shit dope. So, and this don't look bad for 720p. So the app that's being used is called Remote Play, and it's for PS5 and PS4. So apparently it only streams at 720p apparently. So even though my screens can I think all three of these screens got 1080p with whatever, I think 60 60 was it hertz or some shit like megahertz or something like that. 60 frames. I'm sorry, it can go at 60 frames per second or some shit like that. So, other than that, the game looked alright. So it was a lot of fun to play, and I hope I get to play with a bunch of people online because everybody was telling me how to level up, what I needed to do, changing out like different like tools and shit like that. You know what I mean? So.
And video games just gotten so. I haven't gamed in such a long time. Like, I have such an addictive personality that like my woman would be like, "Oh hell no, you can't start gaming again." The last thing that I like went crazy on was Red Dead Redemption, and shit, dude, I lost 6 months of my life playing that.
Yeah, one of my employees, he was saying, hey yo, you got to get Red Dead Redemption and jump on with us. So I was thinking about getting it. But I don't know yet, cause like back in the day when I bought this game, I was still at the casino, right? So I was working swing shift, so I would get home at like 11. So I had time to get online and play, cause I had to be to work the next day until like 3 o'clock.
Yeah, I worked the swing shift for a long time, and I really enjoyed it, honestly, because like one thing that's cool about swing shift is like when you wake up, you ain't got to just be out the door. Like when you wake up and go to work at like 5 in the morning, it almost gives you anxiety having to fall asleep. Because, you know, as soon as you pop up, you got to leave. But on swing, like, you can wake up, you could chill, you could do your stuff.
Yeah.
Hang out a little bit. But when I was playing Red Dead, that was like, I was still in college, and we were just, I mean, I ain't going to front. We were just trapping and being stupid, making money. So it's not like I had anywhere to be, you know. That was back in the day.
Natasha said, he said he lost 6 months of his life, LMFAO. Nah, yo, Natasha, like when you be gaming, yo, that shit can happen. Like it's been times where I came in the house at like 11 and I jumped on this game or like Metal Gear Solid or some shit like that. And then when I looked up, it was like 8 in the morning. And I'm like, oh shit, I don't play. You know what I mean? I ain't even notice it. Like that's how crazy it is. You don't even notice the time passing when you really be immersed in one of these games. Cause I used to be like that, and I had to be like, all right, I gotta chill. So I would only play on the weekends. Like when I stopped working at the casino and I started having like normal work hours, I was like, all right, I can only do this shit on the weekends for real. This shit's nuts. So
I got a buddy who streams Fortnite like competitively, and he showed me like his screen time.
Yeah.
And it was something crazy, dude. Like 14, 15 hours a day, and like this dude's working 9-10 hour shifts, so like it's only 24 hours in a day. So it's like the second he gets home, he's just plugged in. You know what I mean?
Damn.
They're competitive about that shit though. Like they take that shit serious.
Yeah.
I never really got into Fortnite. I just didn't really kind of enjoy the game, or I didn't like the visuals of it. Like this looks tight. This looks like something I'd actually play.
Yeah, this is a fun game. This and Ghost Recon. Ghost Recon is dope too. Wildlands or was it Badlands or Wildlands? One of them two. And then I forgot the last Ghost Recon I had, which I need to see if I'm pretty sure I can download it to my PS5 as well, my Ghost Recon. So I might do that too, because Ghost Recon was dope. I was playing that with my little brother and his little friends in college and stuff like that. Speaking of that, my little brother what time is it? It's 11:53. My little bro, this nigga turned 21 in like 7 minutes. It's crazy.
Oh, snap.
Right. I said, damn, now I gotta have a drink with my little brother. That's crazy. You know what I mean? And I'm not dumb. I know he out there in college living it up, drinking and all that other shit. I told it, make sure his ass, I said 2 things. Don't knock none of these bitches up, and don't get no DUIs in college, stupid. You know what I mean? So far,
hey, that's the only thing that changes, man. Honestly, when you turn 21, like, it's almost, everybody drinks underage, but once you turn 21, it almost puts you in a position to get into more trouble.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you're going to be in those situations. You're going to be out at the bar with all those loud people and stuff like that.
Yeah, so I told him, don't be dumb. So tomorrow we're going to have a little dinner for him at the spot called Jimmy's Famous Seafood here in Baltimore. So we're going to have some fun with it. Hopefully he don't watch this and find out, because I probably shouldn't have said that, because it's supposed to be a surprise. But I don't think he watched my shit anyway, so he good. Anyway. So
that's how family does, huh?
Yeah, that's exactly how it does. They'll be like, oh, did you hear about this? Like, yeah, nigga, I talked about it on my show. My father do it all the time. He'll send me some shit like, yeah, Dad, I talked about that like last month. You know what I mean? You
Well,
know.
my mom cracks me up because like I'll put out some music and like my mom doesn't even have a cell phone. She won't get a cell phone. And like we've tried to get her a cell phone. She just refuses to. Like she's so old. She's tougher than a $2 steak, man. She's tough as nails. She just won't do it. But she'll find some of my music and then she'll call me and ask me to like explain all the metaphors in it. And I'm like, Ma, I can't do that. Like, this is gonna take too long. I start getting frustrated with her. I'm like, just listen and take it for what it is. And
yeah, like when I went on Tim Pool, my phone like, that's a high end podcast. Don't be cussing on there. Like my father want me to talk about, if you don't cuss, you could probably be as big as that boy. What's his name? Brandon Tatum. I'm like, Dad, I don't want to be like Brandon Tatum. I said, yeah, I be cussing. Like he's right though. I probably should stop cussing in my streams and stuff like that. But sometimes it just flow right. You know what I mean? So, but yeah. Protocol says, "LO, yeah, I like playing, but I'll take my breaks. I literally purchased my PS5 in December. Just took it out the box tonight. God damn." Sauce called it digital crack. Natasha says, "Happy born day, Candace's brother." Protocol says them 21-year-olds gonna be hitting the liquor stores for the little homies. He better not. Punch him in his face. Tyler says, surprise, dude. Yeah, I know, right? I still gotta try Jimmy's Famous Seafood. Oh, where? Y'all got a Jimmy's Famous Seafood down there, yo? Cause you in Texas, right, Sauce? I went to the liquor store on my 21st birthday. All excited like it was my birthday. Dude looked at me and I had forgotten. He never knew I was underage. Oh damn. She probably went there boasting that she was 21. He's like, you've been buying liquor from here for like 3 years already.
That's funny, man. That's the first trouble I ever got into was not me, was getting the old head to buy us some alcohol.
Here in Baltimore, unfortunately, we never had that issue because they didn't give a fuck. They just, okay, here you go. They didn't care. Them liquor stores did not care. They were just trying to make $1. They didn't care who they was selling alcohol to, yo. And my dumbass friends, we out there buying, what's it called? First it was Mad Dog 2020. I think that was like everybody's first drink.
MD 2020, man. My Mexican homie, he used to wear these baggy ass pants. Shout out Carlos. He's my best friend. He's my day one. And he wear these baggy ass pants. He put rubber bands around his ankles. He go in there and
that's that DC
put a couple MD 2020s down his pants.
It was only $5 though.
Hey, we were hooligans, bro. We were hard up, man.
And then I graduated from Mad Dog 2020 to Hypnotic. Ugh.
Man.
I don't know what the infatuation with Hypnotic was, bro. I don't know what
it was
the
a wave, wasn't it?
Hypnotic was, huh?
It was a wave. I caught the tail end of that. I think it was like, man, I want to say it was like Nelly or
it was somebody.
There was music. It was some sort of music wave where I caught the tail end of that because I'm a little bit younger.
And I think they mixed it with. I think it was mixed with Red Bull, and they called it Incredible Hulk or some shit like that.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then we had a Captain Morgan phase. It was Captain Morgan and Squirt for like 3 years or something like that.
My little brother is on the Captain Morgan phase right now. You know what I mean? I was just like, huh? Yeah. I'm like, shut this. Like he think he's a connoisseur now. Like I like spice rum. Like nigga, that's the only rum you ever had. Get out of my face.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so like it's funny. It's gonna be funny. Like now my little bro, because let's go to the bar or something like that. Because we got a neighborhood little spot around here called Jilly's. It's really nice. Like it's a cool little bar. They got like 36 taps. You know what I mean? Good ass bar food, shit like that. Real nice atmosphere. We go there and chill out. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure he had because he could probably tag along now. He would come, but he couldn't drink anything. You know what I mean? Especially I wouldn't let him. Now he old enough. You know what I mean? Daisy Girl says, OMGs, I used to drink the Mad Dog 2020 mixed with beer and they called it a dirty sock.
Damn, probably tastes like a dirty sock.
Nah, you know what we
Have
used to
some
do?
self-respect.
This is what we used to do here in Baltimore. We used to take Steel Reserve and put vodka in the Steel Reserve, bro. We used to put vodka in our Steel Reserve. It ain't nothing like drinking Steel Reserve and vodka in the club because it's one of the clubs that bring your own alcohol, and then you hit that cold weather and that shit spin you like a fucking top, and you be all jacked up. This shit was crazy back in the day, bro. I'm telling you.
You know what a lumberjack cocktail is?
Nah, what's that?
2 parts Kessler, 1 part Taka.
I don't know what either one of them is.
That's bottom of the barrel country shit right there. That's like you gave up. That's what that is. So you got nothing left in the tank.
Like now I drink Douce. And Bumbu. This is a great, this right here, this rum is amazing. You see the bottle almost gone. I like a good Tito's when I'm on my keto kick. You know, if I ever want to drink, get me some Tito's and with like one of them zero sugar lemonades or some shit like that.
So that's real, the clear, because I don't drink. So like the clear doesn't.
No, Tito's is just gluten free. It's like it's made with some. It's like it don't got no carbs and sugars and shit in it.
Huh.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. You know what I mean, let me see. It's still good. Both Mad Dog and Wild Irish Rose is like 12% alcohol. Golly mighty. Natasha says, I don't drink unless I'm at Hotep Con. Speaking of that, I can't wait for Hotep Con to come around, bro.
Oh, did Natasha get a little wild at Hotep Con?
We ain't seen Natasha the first day, right? She was there, but we ain't see her the first day. We was like, was Natasha good? And then they did a wellness check to make sure she was straight. But she had a hell of a travel, I think. And then like the next day we saw her, yo. We saw Natasha. Natasha was looking all nice. She was fun to be around. She was having a ball. You see.
Yeah, I really hope I can make it this year. I'm gonna do my best.
Fuego with the dollar. Rumble Ran, I appreciate you. Patron and Red Bull. Yeah, I remember that. That was a mixture that everybody was doing too. That Patron and Red Bull, yo. That was I remember that shit. There's a lot of crazy drinks we had, bro. I remember my dad, right? My dad had left. He was dating my little brother's mother at the time, right? My dad had left. I don't know where my little brother was. He might have went with him. They went to the Bahamas. They left Christmas Eve. And they ain't come back to like January 4th or 3rd or whatever. So I had the house to myself. My sister went with my mother. I had the house to myself. So on New Year's, my cousin, they called him, so we going over Brandon's house. They came over there with all this Tyrone's fried chicken. Back in the day, it was a spot called Tyrone's Fried Chicken. It was like a black-owned chicken spot. It had some, like, the wings were good, but they were small, like little pigeon wings or some shit. But everybody wanted Tyrone's chicken. They came over my house with Tyrone's chicken, Hypnotic, Hennessy. What else they have? Mad Dog and some other shit, bro. I was so fucked up. I was so fucked. I was teleporting. I didn't know how I was getting places. All right. Now my cousins, they had me, but like I woke up the next morning, y'all was hurt, son. I was hurt. It took an entire day to recover, bro. Like I didn't move. Like I think I woke up in the house on the couch. My cousins, they was on the couch, on the other couch across, and one was on the floor. They was drinking, so they was all right. I was hurting. And like I laid in the house the whole day, yo. And then like the next day, my father was coming home, and they came back over and helped me clean the house up, spotless, bro. But it was bad, yo. It was bad. I never drank that much, and I stopped drinking for a while after that. I drank so much that I just like fuck alcohol. I didn't even want to see a bottle of alcohol after that, bro. It was so bad. It was so bad.
That's when you were young too, so usually you can bounce back from those hangovers like nothing when you're younger like that.
Right.
So you were putting it away.
Right, exactly.
We had this house party one time. One of my best friends, Bob, his birthday was on Halloween, and this was I want to say my junior year in high school, small high school, like 200 kids, and so the whole school went to his house party. It was on a weeknight. They had to cancel school the next day because nobody showed up. And they were able to trace it back to where the house party was. They were trying to get everybody in trouble and the parents and shit like that. But like, I mean, 100 kids didn't show up to school the next day. We were still all sprawled out on the floor in this tiny little house. And then and then we rolled it over for the next couple of days, and they had ended up getting in trouble. They got kicked off the football team. I had to. I was a lineman. I played varsity. I was D end, and I played center. I had to play the next day. Boy, dude, I got my ass whooped up and down that field. I shouldn't even been out there.
No, I feel you. Like it's been a couple times where a couple players came drunk. They played better drunk. Oh my gosh! And there's been times we took a loss and we just all went. It was a park behind my house, and we used to go back there and just drink and chill. I remember one time I had to come back home. My cousin, I was like, we was going somewhere else, and I was like, I'm not driving because I had a supercharged 5.0 when I was like I don't even know what my father was thinking giving me a supercharged. I was 15 with a supercharged 5.0 Mustang. 80 is a fastback Fox body, and I was like, yo, I'm not taking this car. I gotta drop it off home. So we drove back down the street, this road to my house. I drop it off. My father come outside, and I smelled like straight alcohol, bro. But for some reason, I thought that eating some Doritos and drinking some water would fucking kill the smell like a dumbass. So I started eating it, but my cousin seen me, saw what I was doing, panicking. So my cousin ran interference for me because he hadn't even started yet. So he was talking to my father while I got in his truck. And then by the time he finished talking to my father at the door, my father ain't felt like coming over to the truck. He's like, "You good?" I'm like, "I'm good." I just waved off and we dipped. I was like, he was like, "Nigga, you almost got it. Was almost over for you." Because back then my father was what? He was like maybe in his late. He's probably my age, probably like 38, somewhere around there. Maybe almost 40. But my father was jacked, and he was like, it wasn't like show muscles. This nigga was strong and fast. Like, he might have ran me down and beat the hell out of me if he found out I was drinking. But,
I saw a video last year where he hopped on a bench and repped out.
Oh yeah,
what, 315.
Yeah, and that's what an autoimmune issue. He did that shit. He got like a muscle wasting issue, and he still pumped out 315 with that shit. So imagine at 38 with no problems, and he's still bodybuilding and all that other shit. I ain't want that ass whooping, bro.
Hey, at least you had the wherewithal to bring the car back, though.
Oh yeah, I wasn't like complete. I wasn't drunk. I was just drinking. You know what I mean? I was like, nah, this car. I'm not. Nah, I don't like. Cause just in case, I was like, I don't want to be driving. So I dropped that shit right off. Plus, it was starting to rain, and I was driving that car in the rain was a wrap. I don't give a fuck what tires I had on that bitch. It was so fucking fast that it didn't matter. I remember one time I was coming from my cousin's house, and I was making a left, and I was coasting the left-hand turn, and I hit the gas a little bit. That bitch spun out. I was facing the other way when I was like, oh fuck. So then I kind of did a half donut and then kept going the other way, and I dropped that bitch right off. I'm like, yo, this car too fast. It's way too fast. My father did all that shit and didn't train because it was his car at first, and then he gave it to me because he had something else. But he did all this engine work, right? Made his car all fast, all this shit, and didn't change the transmission, bro. I'm like, it's like the equivalent of just being all chest, no legs, yo.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there like in the transmission. The car made too much horsepower for the transmission. Blew the transmission in like 2 years. It didn't help that I learned how to street race the motherfucker too, though. You know what I mean? It didn't help that cause my mother's boyfriend at the time, we was playing Gran Turismo, and my dumb ass, I'm like, damn, how come the cars can redline like that before they switch gears, right? He was like, that's how you race a car. Like, that's how you supposed to do it. And I'm like, I don't understand. So he took me out to it's this highway called Route 10, like in Glen Burnie area. And I was doing 60 mile an hour. He was like, all right, now drop the car to third. The car going to kind of rear back a little bit and just punch that shit. I dropped that shit to third and hit that bitch. He said, don't shift until you get I think the Mustang shifted at 6,000 RPM. That's where it redlined at. I hit that shit, y'all. The fucking tack. So the Mustang only had 85 miles an hour on it. That motherfucker rounded all the way back to zero by the time I hit fifth gear, y'all, I was fucking moving. I don't know how fast I was going, but everything was coming up quick. And I don't care what nobody say. When you moving that fast, you got you that much aware. You know what I mean? You that much aware.
That's what I like about driving manuals is I feel like it's almost safer. You got to pay more attention to what you're doing. I mean, yeah, you can drive like a nut, but
Right.
I feel like you got to be more in tune with your vehicle to actually like drive a manual transmission.
So I'm gonna show y'all dummies what my father looked like at how old was he here? 55? 54. 54, something like that. That's my father at 54 years old. All right. That's before he has autoimmune issue and all that other shit right there. That's him at 54. So imagine this nigga at fucking 38. Like I said, in shape. Right? I ain't want no parts of that. I ain't want no parts of that ass whooping, bro.
You see anybody working out in a pair of pants like that with a hat on? You don't want that business, dude.
You don't want that business at all, bro. You don't want that business at all, bro. I mean, you ain't lying about that. Like, for example, like you can see the stark contrast right here. Right? We weighed the same amount right here. We weighed the same amount. I think I was I might have been, what was I here? I might have been 285. I was 285. He might have been 295, bro.
You're looking like Shazam, dude. God damn. That's crazy.
So it says Pops is cornbread scrum. Right, so like I didn't want no parts of that shit when he was younger, bro. Nope.
That's how my grandpa was too. He was a rancher, and like I'd go up out to ranch with him every summer. But it's like even in his old age, when he was up in like his upwards, like 65, 70, he just felt like you grabbed onto him. He felt like he was made out of wood. You know what I mean? Like his forearms and everything was like twisted cable just from wrenching on stuff and bucking hay.
Right. Like we was doing this shit, right? So I was putting him through some strongman shit because he never really did it before. So we was going, he cheated. He supposed to went all the way out to the car, but he didn't do that shit. But he came all the way back. I forgot how much was on there. I'll tell y'all in a second once I count it.
You got 3/4, a 45, and a 10.
Yeah. Yep.
150, 300, 305, something like that.
But the trap bar is 75 pounds.
Oh, 75 on the trap. Yeah, so 315 probably.
Yeah, so we was carrying that shit out and back. We did that shit for like, I think like 8 sets. And like he was staying with me though. Like I said, he in his 50s in this video. You know what I mean? Like he ain't had no issues doing any of that shit. So I ain't want no problems, bro. No problems. So matter of fact,
you gotta have crazy conditioning to do that strongman.
Yeah, you do, yo. A lot of people don't understand that shit. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't understand that shit. So like, where is it at? So y'all know y'all doing that carnivore shit, right? So I was doing like keto back in the day. Like that's what I looked like when I got myself out of shape. That was 30 days later. So the blue shirt was like the start. I might have been like 315. I was 275 right here. Just shredded off of keto.
Those fat diets work, man. Like I'm sure you saw Trey's pictures today. Shout out Black Mountain Hotep, man. Like he's looking geeked right now.
Like right here, I was doing CrossFit shit like that. Like I was jacked the fuck up, bro. Just eating keto and fucking doing CrossFit workouts. People sleep on CrossFit. Yo, CrossFit is legit. A lot of people sleep on CrossFit. That's a legit fucking methodology. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I use it for like my conditioning days. If I have a day, I incorporate like some CrossFit type stuff. A lot of kettlebell work and like cleans and pulls and stuff like that.
Yeah. So like I love snatching. I love Olympic lifting. I think I was practicing with like 225 or something right here, I think. Getting ready for a competition. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
I think this might have been, I forgot what this was. Getting ready for a competition. Like, I was in like some real shape. You know what I mean? Just, I forgot. I think I started at 315 and like one night, and I forgot where I ended up at. I just kept putting, like, I think like after this, I think I put 10s on until like, it's called the Iron Marathon. That's what it was. So you start at like 1 and then you work your way up to 10, then you work your way back down to 1.
Oh yeah, like a ladder.
Yeah, but it was calling it the Iron Marathon. This is a competition I won. This is when I was fat, but I still won the competition. I actually won a pair of lifters. I won a pair of Adidas, like a pair of $250 lifters. That was 255 pounds that I threw up. And that's when I was just learning to do the snatch. Then I was in real shape right here. This is how you know it's old. These old ass pictures, the grainy shit.
That's crazy. Look how casual you just overhead press that. How much was that?
245.
Yeah. That's stupid.
I think my best overhead press, my best strict press was 305.
That's like my squat.
And I think this was 550. This was 550. My father back there, you can see the hat. Again, I was jacked.
Forget the hat. Look at that jumpsuit.
Oh yeah, the Adidas jumpsuit with the fucking and he had a pair of Red Wing boots on with them bitches. And this is the shit I was eating, y'all. So I had bulletproof coffee in the morning, a couple pieces of bacon, and an omelet. That's what I ate in the morning. Sometimes, if I decided to eat breakfast, this was like a dinner meal. A double bacon cheeseburger and lettuce.
Yeah, those lettuce wraps. My woman's on keto, mainly because like I'm doing a lot of the cooking because I'm on carnivore, and it's just like too much work trying to prepare other food, you know. And she doesn't mind the keto thing, but I think what gets a lot of people is they get to that keto flu portion.
Yeah, it sucks.
And they're just like nah, I'm done.
But once you make it through the flu, it's like a light switch flipped on you, and you good.
Oh, it's fantastic. Like I think I even messaged you guys because I hadn't got it that bad before. I've always been like super low carb and high fat.
But it's because I didn't know about the salt thing. I didn't have enough salt. That's why I was fucked up. The more salt I had, the better. But like
when I transitioned to carnivore, like that, this last go, that one day was like, oh shit. But then I pounded some broth.
Yeah, beef broth. Yeah,
and,
that helped big time with some salt.
And it went right away. I was in the gym later that day.
Jabari with the $2 super chat. I appreciate you, Jabari. So this is before the kids, right? Yeah, yep. He said he was jacked before kids. No, I had my kids. I was kind of jacked before the kids, and then I got my wife and got fat, and then I got jacked again because I didn't want to, be that parent that couldn't keep it with their kids. You know what I mean? So I got like, look, this is me in middle school right here. I was like 13.
Oh, you were that kid?
Yeah, I was 13 years old.
The other parents are like, he is not 13.
And that's 15. I had a thick ass neck at 15. Me and my sister.
You didn't wrestle or anything?
Yeah, I was number 2 in the state. I hated wrestling.
Hell yeah.
I hated wrestling.
Yeah, wrestling sucks, dude. Like that's the one, like that's one of my biggest regrets because I didn't get in like really good shape for boxing till after high school. But I should have done more. I should have done wrestling when I was, because that's such a huge advantage when it comes to like self-defense. Like wrestling's such a good base to have.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Being able to dictate where something goes, like wrestling.
It made me a better football player. It definitely made me a better football player. I ain't gonna lie about that. My center of gravity was so much better after that. But let's see. Saw says Cannon showing out. That deadlift got me wanting to go hit the bar and push past my 405 max. Yeah, yo, it's the deadlift works so many muscle groups. If you just did that shit like 3 days a week, you'd be fucking ripped. This was another meal that I would have. Like I don't know if this was breakfast or what, but yeah, it was. I would love sriracha for some reason at that point. You know what I mean? I put sriracha on everything. Like this was lunch at my desk one day, which is avocado and some vegetables. Because on keto, people think that you eating a ton of like protein, and that's not. I mean, like animal meat or whatever, but it's not. Like it's like that's moderate. I would eat a lot more vegetables than I did, you know, animal fats and shit like that. Like this right here, what was this? What is that? I forgot what that is. That's 225, 305,
275.
275,
305.
305. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, that's 305. All right. So I always had really strong like shoulders. I could shoulder press a lot. Like I was able to do that shit like all the time. You know what I mean?
That's insane.
Yeah.
I can shoulder press like 185.
Right. So like my brother, I think my little brother was the one filming me because me and him just went down to because we got a whole like gym in my father's warehouse. You know what I mean? So that was 335 right there. That was 335 right there. So I did that. Then I was walking, just getting all that shit and straight, just going back and forth in the warehouse. It was raining that night. I had the mohawk. My cousin told me I couldn't have the mohawk no more. He said the mohawk is like you made the league. He said you a father of two. You need a father of two haircut. This was a favorite workout of mine. Just doing snatch grip deadlifts with pauses. You can see like me getting smaller as we go up the timeline.
Yeah, the pause work is huge. Sauce, if you want to get past the max or anything, the pause work is huge. If you're not doing rack pulls or something like that, that might be why. You're hitting a sticking point. Pause reps, rack pulls, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Floor press, like for your bench, when you get stuck on bench, floor press has always been really good for me.
Right. But that stuff right there was like that was like legit. Like that's what got my max. My I think the best deadlift I had was 600. I think. Yeah. So like that's young Cannon right there in high school. I was a running back. I was
running back. I could tell.
I was weighing like maybe 280, 285 or something like that. This was my junior year of high school. I mean, this Brian Alger, he's a big YouTuber. Like I found him on the Powercast, on Mark Bell's Powercast. And he's
last year when I was I gained all that. I got up to like 215.
Oh,
you sent me his links. I was using his programming.
Yeah. Yeah, he's super cool, yo. He's strong as fuck. Strong as fuck. I think he was the strongest man in his weight class in like DC, Maryland, Virginia, Delaware, and somewhere else. He's a monster, and his gym was dope. He still has it. I think he just does a small gym because after COVID, and plus I think he got some health issues. Like, cause he had some job. I think he used to hunt people like for the government or some shit, and he got sick from it. Yeah. So like again, right here, the steak and some asparagus. I love onion, so I would just cook some onions up. So that's me right there. My senior year as a running back, I was 225, and I ran a 4.5, and I broke the vertical leap record at the University of Maryland at the junior combine. Same thing here. So this game and the other game I was playing with a fucked up hamstring, but I still was giving it to him. I got a Batman jaw. Everybody said I had a Batman jaw. And that's what we was doing CrossFit. Again, I was in great shape right here. So that's my wife right here. And then this is our homegirl, Amy. She fucking jacked too. She a firefighter.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Remember her and her husband are firefighters together. Again,
structure.
Like avocado and a chicken quarter.
And I haven't had a vegetable for over 2 months.
Like this shit here, it's called a squat safety bar, right? But I don't know why they call it a squat safety bar, because this shit wants to put your face in the fucking floor. It wants to fold you in half. You gotta fight
I
that
always-
shit to stand up.
Yeah,
Bro.
the lower back always I always felt a lot of stress using those on my lower back. I've never really done a lot of work with them before.
I did.
I've used yokes though.
This shit right here, I kept doing it too much. I wasn't listening to them. I wasn't listening to them. He's like, yo, Brian was like, don't keep doing the yoke. He said, you're going to get yoke flu. I was like, I'm good. I think I worked up to like 700 pounds on the yoke or something like that. That next day, my fucking, my central nervous system was on fire. Like it didn't, like I was over it. Like I was running a fever. Like I thought I had the flu. He said I was going to get like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yo. You know what I mean? I'm just sitting there like, yo, it fucked me up. I still like the flu. I mean, I still like the yoke to this day though.
You get those during fire season, like on these really bad rucks when you have these crazy hikes or you're like laying hose, and like it's crazy how it fries your central nervous system like that. Your heart rate will be all crazy throughout the day.
Yeah, I was front squatting in a cat shirt. It was 335 on the front squat. Squat was my favorite joint, yo. That was my favorite. It's 315. So we was working up. I think I worked up to like 365, I think, on the front squat before it was time to get into the other workout. So, because they only give you like 15 minutes to do strength. Like that's how CrossFit work. Like, you know, it's you know, stress and time and all that other stuff. This was at Brian Aldridge's gym. Band work too. You want to get a strong deadlift? This band work. This will get you strong with your deadlift as well. He had the black band, so that shit was like, it looked like it was light, but that shit was 405, was it 405 at the top or 445 at the top or some shit? I forgot what it was. Something crazy.
Yeah, chains too. Using chains.
Yeah, yeah, because it gives you speed off the floor. So yeah, this is 495 at the top, and you can see I was kind of struggling. Just like, well, I felt like I was struggling. I guess in the video, it don't look like I'm struggling too much, but that shit was killing me, bro. But it made my deadlift so much stronger.
It's all about proper programming, man. Like I think that's why most people don't see progress with whatever they do in the gym is they don't know how to stick to a program.
Right. And Brian had to stick into a program, like especially when I was working out with them. You know what I mean? Like circus dumbbell. This was I think it was a 160-pound circus dumbbell. Yeah, that's what it's right there. Like he's real good friends with what's the strongest man in the world? Brian Shaw. Like he's really good.
Oh
friends
yeah,
with Brian
Shaw.
He's actually one of Brian Shaw's trainers. And he been winning a ton of shit lately too. Named Nick. He been winning a whole lot of shit. This is my first day doing this shit ever. These circus dumbbells. That's when they was like, yo, you need to compete. You need to do a strongman competition. And that shit was fun. The strongman competition was fun. All this shit was pizza cheese, y'all. I just had like a pizza blend cheese. I put that shit in the skillet and threw some toppings and shit, and that was dinner. That was dinner. Got on the scale, still lost like 4 pounds the next day. I was trying to strict press this and I almost had it.
With the fat bar too?
Yeah. That was tough.
Fat bar makes everything harder.
Yeah. 245 pounds. Like I knew like the fat part, I could do it with a regular bar, but this shit was that fat cause it's like it take your forearms and shit out of it. That's all shoulders right there. But still a lot of people couldn't do it. Just a competition I was in. 330-pound clean and jerk.
Did you ever get injured doing that? You have any injuries that you do?
Oh yeah, lower back. After my strongman competition, it would just be some shit like when I didn't get hurt. Like I didn't get hurt lifting. It'd be some dumb shit. So like after the strongman competition, I qualified for the regionals in New York. So I was training for that, getting ready for that. A couple days go past, I picking up my son's pull up off the floor, and my fucking back just went pow. I was like, oh, you motherfucker. I was down for a while too. I recovered before the regionals, but I was like, I ain't pulling no ambulance right now. You know what I mean? Because I couldn't train enough.
Mm-hmm.
They was calling this waiters carries with the yoke. 380 pounds. That shit tiring. 185 pound keg. I forgot how
Yeah, like that. The conditioning to do that kind of shit is insane.
Other dudes in there, like, he's fucking just lifting, tossing in the air, and then catching that bitch. I was like, ain't that what I'm supposed to do? Some of them said they just lift it and then they would sit down with it. I'm like getting momentum with it, letting it go, and then coming underneath of it. So they started doing that too. It made them so much faster in that event.
Yeah, we don't have anything like that around here. We got a good CrossFit gym, but
like this shit was the Hercules hold. I think it was 200 pounds in each hand. I think it was 200 pounds in each hand. And I think I held it for like a minute and a half. But I did a hook grip because I was used to doing Olympic weightlifting. So I did a hook grip. Everybody else just did a traditional grip. The hook grip allowed me to hold that shit for like an extra 30 seconds. Like, you only see all because you only put a minute on the on Instagram. But I went to this competition at 265. Like I think I was 10 pounds under the weight limit. But I took third overall. I almost beat Brian. Well, I ain't gonna say I almost beat him. I almost beat him in two events. I beat him in this event. I almost beat him in the shoulder press. I think he went 21. I went 19. At 275. He cool as shit. He down in Louisiana. He in New Orleans now. He was cool as shit. I learned a lot from him too. And I think he was in like the 245 weight class. He took first in the 245 weight class. He was strong as shit. Man, his name Twan. Cool peoples. So then yeah, that's it. But yeah, it's that shit got me motivated to lose some weight for real. I'm already downtrending because I'm not going back to Hotel Weekend out of shape, y'all. That shit just ain't happening. That shit just ain't happening at all. You know what I mean? So there y'all go. I went down memory lane. But anyway, before we get out of here, let's go over this AOC thing. So you see your girl AOC up there thinking she was a Mississippi preacher, yo?
I don't know if I tweeted it but I just thought it was funny. She went full Baptist for Black History Month.
Oh, Synergy Saints that this was fun. I did this too. That's what's up. That's not canon. That's Aaron Donald. Come on.
Oh, stop.
But yeah, yo. So she up there and like she just, I don't know, man. Like I can't believe they believe the shit they be saying. You know what I mean? Like they tripping. They tripping. You know what I mean? So like he said, you're not trying to get his bad side. No, you good, bro. You good, bro. You know, you don't understand how many people see me in public and actually think I'm Aaron Donald. It's ridiculous. I'm like, I don't think Aaron Donald wear glasses.
Oh man, I'd be at least getting like a discount or some shit.
I know, right? But yeah, yo, so AOC, she's up here capping. She up there, she riding for her girl Elon Omar, right? So the GOP, the House, they said that they kicked her off of some committees because of her past remarks and shit about that. She said about the chosen people and some more shit, right? So listen to this shit, guys.
Don't tell me that this is about a condemnation of anti-Semitic remarks when you have a member of the Republican caucus who has talked about Jewish space lasers and an entire amount of tropes and also elevated her to some of the highest committee assignments in this body. This is about targeting women of color in the United States of America. Don't tell me, because I didn't get a single apology when my life was threatened. Thank you.
First off, somebody got to tell me when her life was threatened. Is she talking about January 6th, Juneteenth? Is that what she's talking about?
That's the only thing I could think of.
Cause that's the only thing I can think of. But she waving her hands around. She thinks she got a whole congregation of people there amening her and some more shit, right? All this was over the House, right? Getting rid of Elon Omar out of I think the foreign policies or some shit, the foreign something committee. So here, this is from the Hill. McCarthy notches win with hard fought vote to oust Omar. Get rid of that. Speaker Kevin McCarthy chalked up a big victory on Thursday when Republicans rallied to expel Republican Representative Elon Omar from her seat on the Foreign Affairs Committee. Omar, a frequent critic of Israel and its human rights record, has been a target of Republicans since her arrival on Capitol Hill in 2019. And McCarthy has vowed for years to remove her from the Foreign Affairs panel if Republicans flip control of the House. Following through was tougher than he initially thought, with Republicans controlling just a slim majority in the lower chamber, and a handful of GOP lawmakers balking at the notion that one party would control the other's committee posts. Party leaders had delayed the vote indefinitely. As recently as Wednesday, the resolution appeared to be dead in the water. Undeterred, McCarthy spoke with each of the holdouts one by one, some by phone, some in person in his office, in the methodical effort to alleviate their concerns and flip their votes. So I guess they was all afraid of looking like they was racist, or that they were Islamophobic, I guess you could say, because that's what Cory Bush tried to say, right?
Yo, but they're the ones that set this precedent
Exactly.
of removing people from committees.
Exactly, because they did it for Marjorie Taylor Greene, right, and Paul Gosar. Matter of fact, here it is right here. The expulsion prompted accusations from Democrats that Omar, one of just 3 Muslims in Congress, was targeted as political revenge for 2 Republican representatives, Marjorie Taylor Greene and Paul Gosar, who were booted from their committees in the last Congress. Representative Cory Bush said the move was blatantly Islamophobic. What you think about that?
I think it was political revenge. That's what they should have said.
Yeah.
You know, you can avoid this blatantly Islamophobic accusation if you just come out and be like, yeah, you guys did your dirt your way. This is political revenge. You know what I mean? You got to grift that angle. Right. Of course, they're going to add that to it, but.
Right, but yeah, exactly. I agree, right? I agree. However, she ain't do herself no favors either. You know what I mean? Elon Omar ain't do herself no favors either when she was, talking bad about the chosen people and some more shit, right? She just seemed like a bad person to have on the committee, which, that's how I see it. Let's see. Where is it at? I don't know what happened to all these daggone things, man.
That's the right's problem to begin with. Is like they're too fucking scared to get petty. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, if they're gonna be petty, and don't apologize for it, and don't try to dance around it. Maybe be like, nah, this is you reap what you sow. This is what happened. This is what we're doing.
So, like, check this out. You got out crying and shit. The radical far left Congresswoman Ilhan Omar removed from the House Foreign Affairs Committee. The left coalition is projecting it as if it happened to her because she's a Muslim. The Muslim victim card is a foregone conclusion. So let's hear what Lauren Boebert had to say. Is this the same thing? Nah, it's something different. Here we go. Oh, that's something different too. These fucking
It's the algo, dude. It's
yeah, the algo messing some shit up because I had one already up because I had Corey Bush up there. I mean, and that shit is, let's just type in Ilhan Omar and see what comes up. Ilhan, I'm sorry, Omar Ilhan.
close enough.
This nigga. So let's see what he said.
American military was equal to Hamas and
So this was his gripe with her.
she said the American military was equal to Hamas and to Taliban from a member of the Foreign Affairs. She said Americans only like Israel because it's all about the Benjamins. And 3 years later she said, I didn't know there's a trope when it comes to referring to someone who's Jewish with money. She said on 9/11, as a member of Congress, as an individual who's sitting on foreign affairs, something happened that day.
Well, technically, she
What
says
does
some
that
people did something.
say to other people around the world? What does that say to somebody else who wants to create another 9/11 America? I'm sorry. It's not right. We were right in our action, and she can serve on other committees. But it puts America in jeopardy, and I'm not going to do that under my watch. And it's fair in the process, unlike them. She said the American...
So that was his gripe with her. I mean, and it's legitimate. You know what I mean? Maybe she had a point, maybe with some things, but you can't say that shit out loud in Congress. You know what I mean? However, like he's got legitimate gripes, and then you got AOC. They were all making it. They're all making it like she's being under attack, and this is the thing I don't get, right? So look at her, right? Dang, I didn't even do that. No way. So look at her. She came as a refugee from Somalia, bro. She came as a refugee here. And now she's a sitting congresswoman, speaking ill of the country that took her family in as a refugee. The cognitive dissonance. Like, you are the epitome of the American dream. You feel me?
Just marrying brothers and shit.
Yeah, right? And ain't get her in trouble. That shit ain't get her in trouble. That shit ain't never coming for her. Right? She's a pretty woman, dog. But
that's Milwaukee, right? Isn't that what state she's out of?
I think she's Minnesota.
Minnesota. That's I know there's a lot of Somalians up there.
Yeah. So look at this.
In the same week, they censor Congresswoman Omar. In the same week, they introduced a bill to ban federal employees from engaging in censorship.
Oh, hold on, I got you.
Censor Congresswoman Omar. In the same week, they introduced a bill to ban federal employees from engaging in censorship. Where are the free speech warriors today? The hypocrisy is obvious to the American people. You are showing who you all are, really.
The gentlewoman's time has expired.
Omar will not be silenced.
The gentlewoman's time has expired.
To Congresswoman Omar,
the gentlewoman's time has expired.
That our country is failing you today through this chamber. You belong.
The gentlewoman is no longer recognized, and the gentleman from Mississippi is recognized.
Yo, they're ridiculous, yo. They are ridiculous.
I want y'all to go to grifties.com and nominate Rashida Tlaib immediately for that performance.
Rashida Tlaib needs to be nominated immediately. Let's see what she says.
Without considering who is profiting, who is being... As long as our economy and political systems prioritize profit, without considering who is profiting, who is being shut out, we will perpetuate this inequality. So we cannot stop at criminal justice system. We must begin the work of dismantling the whole system of oppression wherever we find it.
The whole system of oppression, also known as the United States of America, the country that saved her.
Yeah, I think Newsmax probably fucked up on playing that clip. He was trying to save that. You might got a point on that. I'm just saying. Because I ain't gonna lie, right? Because a lot of people go after her, and rightfully so, right? But sometimes she'll say some shit that, like, I'm like, she kind of got a point there. You know what I mean? But a lot of the other shit that she say, like, it just gets her in trouble. You know what I mean? This dude right here, I'm convinced he's like, I don't know how he's like.
Oh, he's paid, man. He's an asset for sure.
To be, right? He's got to be.
But I think they use these mouthpieces like that, and I think it's the same angle that Bernie Sanders was. Is they keep these progressives saying this kind of stuff that lure the young people into the political system. This is the whole grift of Bernie Sanders. They lure all these young people into the political system, knowing that they're not going to give them a shot to change anything. And then once it comes time to vote, like they did with Bernie, they pull the rug out from underneath them. And then all these new young people are like, oh, well, I guess we have no choice. We have to support the establishment now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like some bait and switch. Like they hook, line, and sinker. Like they might say some stuff, but at the end of the day, like, what's her net worth? I want to know what kind of backside deal she's got going on too. Like, what type of insider trading that she got going on? They're obviously pretty comfortable. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Iron Man said she's crying like that broad, like a broad that was caught cheating on her man in 4K. What I say on Tim Pool, I said a woman could cry that hard and still be lying. Could you imagine pulling that back in the 1820s when people got stabbed or beaten in Congress? Bro. Look, I think she say some stuff that I'm like, I kind of agree with her, right? Certain things, right, that shall remain nameless. You know what I mean? Maybe a certain sect of people. Not even saying a sect of people. Let's just say the redacted, right? She say some things that, you know, I kind of be like, she kind of got a point. But at the same time, it's like she say a lot of ill shit that's like, yo, how is she still in Congress, right? She say a lot of anti-American shit. She say a ton of anti-American shit. She's in Congress and she's talking like, she's a part of one of them people that did something. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, that's what she talk like sometimes. It's like, yo, how you a congresswoman and you sound anti-American, period. Right? Of course they're not going to want you in their foreign affairs committee if you talking ill of the people that they trying to, either A, get money from or B, trying to smooth things over with. Like, you throwing fighting words, like, you can't be. You know what I mean? Two, it's
just the energy you get from these people, like the Rashida Tlaibs and the AOCs and stuff, like as like a blue collar person, like you can just tell that they're like just like disgusted by you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, and that's just like, and that's the big disconnection with the progressives and like that ivory tower mentality. Like they just don't understand like the blue collar hustle and the blue collar mindset. Like, they just don't get it. You know what I mean? They could give two shits about the opinions that we have out here in the boonies. You know what I mean? Even though we're farming all the meat, we're producing all the water, we're producing all the lumber and the timber, we're saving all the forests, we're building all the infrastructure. You know what I mean? And then you want to turn around and try to scapegoat us like we're the ones that are behind this machine,
Yeah, exactly. Fuego says need to go wait OG Congress and have a duel out on the mall if you're butthurt this much. Thanks for the $2 Rumble rant. Yo, I swear I like this app because I can actually read YouTube and the Rumble chat through it. So this shit actually works. But yeah, like I was saying, yo, like this shit don't make sense to me, yo. Like, shorty, first off, y'all capping straight up. All this, if you're butthurt this. You know what I mean? They capping. They straight capping. Straight up. They don't mean none of the shit they say. They just want to They want to take everything that she.
Oh man. Yo, anybody who's good with video, if you guys want to take that audio I made and video clip it, you know what I mean? I don't got the patience to do it, but if somebody wants to do it, feel free.
Bro, so what did she say?
It's about who gets to be an American. What opinions do we have to have to be counted as Americans? This is what this debate is about, Madam Speaker. There is this idea that you are a suspect if you are an immigrant, or if you are from certain parts of the world, or a certain skin tone, or a Muslim. It is no...
I'm going to tell you right now. He don't believe none of that shit. Kwesi and Fume don't believe none of that. Yet he has to sit there and he has to fucking side with them. All right? He's such a cool guy. All right? Used to see him every Sunday in church. You know what I mean? You know my kids by name. You know he's really, really, really nice guy. Now, politically, I don't agree with him. You know what I mean? But he's a really great guy. I'm telling you, he don't believe none of that shit. I don't think he do. I think he literally like, yo, no, you said some ill shit about America, and that's why they don't want you on this Foreign Affairs Committee. Also, there's some get back for Marjorie Taylor Greene and Paul Gozer.
Accident that members of the Republican Party accused the first black president, Barack Obama, of being a secret Muslim. It is no accident that
Barack Hussein Obama, the name kind of make you think that he might have been. I thought he was when I heard the name. When I heard Hussein,
right because Donald Trump was the first black president.
I ain't gonna lie. When I first heard Barack Obama, I was like, "What the fuck is that?" I was like, I thought he was Muslim. I thought he was from Afghanistan or something, or Iraq. I'm like Barack Obama Hussein. That shit. That sound like 3 Muslim names to me. You know what I mean? Just saying.
I don't understand how she can cap for Barack Obama like he wasn't just George Bush in khaki face. You know what I mean? When it comes to foreign policy, like if you're gonna talk out about the war machine and everything like you were previously, and then you're gonna cap for Obama right after. This is how they lose credibility with normal people that know what's going on.
See, that's the thing, right? That's the thing. Let me see. Can't wait to see what Future Conflict going to say about tomorrow. Who are you talking about, guys? Yeah, we talked about the Chinese spy balloon already. I'm hoping it ain't an EMP. I'm hoping that shit ain't an EMP and that shit gonna go off and shut all the lights off. But I am waiting to see what Council on Future Conflict say about it. Maybe I'll ask to jump on if I'm around, because I would love to be on that one. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's keep pushing.
Trump led a birther movement that falsely claimed he was born in Kenya.
Trump wasn't the one that led that. Right? And I could have sworn they found some inconsistencies with that fucking birth certificate. You know what I mean? Like, I think back then they didn't have any, everything was like typed out or written out. But that shit, the one that they showed was like computer generated. There was some issues with that shit. Just saying. And Trump wasn't the one that started the birther movement.
Because to them, falsely labeling the first and only president of the United States of America a Muslim and African immigrant somehow made him less American. Well, I am Muslim. I am an immigrant, and interestingly, from Africa.
Y'all see how they use identity politics?
Is anyone
That's not any of the reasons why they wanted. That's not any reason that they stated. So, like, this is the thing, right? And I remember I was listening to this podcast. It was fuck, I can't name it. It was like an NPR podcast, I think. This is before they went woke, right? They were talking about these debaters, right? It was this whole new debate style, right? So what it would be, right, is you had like traditional debaters, like let's just say you had a group of white kids debating some black kids, right? The white kids, so they'd be like, all right, debate the moon landing or some shit like that, right? So then the white kids get their facts about the moon landing. Then the black kids go, well, black kids can go to the moon because we were underprivileged and da-da-da. I'm like, that has nothing to do with the argument. Why are you going to race when they ask you just to, like, do you think the moon landing happened or not? Right? And every debate they went into, they never debated the topic. They always went to what we seeing right now. Right? And I think I listened to this podcast in like 2012, I think it was. And I was like, nobody in their right mind would argue like this, right? I'm like, nobody in their right mind would argue like this. Who would do this shit? Lo and behold, motherfuckers in Congress are arguing like this now. They said, hey, yo, you said some ill shit about America. You've been saying anti-American shit since you've been in Congress. You said some people did something when it came to 9/11. You talking ill about the Jews, and and you just so happen to be Muslim. Like, we can't have you on the Foreign Affairs Committee because you're gonna sabotage it or some shit like that, right? But they go from those topics. She's not gonna fight those topics, right? She's not gonna argue that those points. She's just gonna argue the fact, you guys don't like me because I'm a Muslim. I'm a Muslim from Somalia, right? And I'm a woman. That's not the argument. The argument is whether or not you can be trusted in the Foreign Affairs Committee holding the views that you hold. That's the argument. But they're making it about identity politics. And I ain't know shit about any of this shit when I was listening to those podcasts. I just like to listen to them. And then that one came up. Even the guy was trying to internalize, but he couldn't. The host of the podcast was like, but you guys, like, I don't understand how you won. You guys didn't argue any of the points. You didn't argue. You didn't make any good argument for the topic. I don't understand, right? And
then it's like those Vice debates that they got, like all the Vice News debates where they have like young Republicans come on, or like feminists, anti-feminists. Like, they chop those down. Those are all chopped and screwed, and they don't even argue points at all. It's just like all collective principles back and forth, and then they chop it up, and they just always make the person like, yeah, like I won this. Like, you guys didn't even talk about what you were supposed to talk about. There's no merit. You guys didn't speak about anything.
Right. Fuego say, yeah, exactly. Hillary started that fucking birther shit. Hillary started that shit. Oscar D. Trump had me on the show sometimes. A lot of those wars too. We'll see, Oscar. I might have you on the show sometimes. I might do like an open, I open the phone lines and have you come on. You can talk your shit, and if you're good to go, I might bring you on the show one day. But yeah, I'm gonna start doing open phone lines and stuff soon. I do have a phone, a call. When I did it, nobody ever called in. So, but yeah, we'll definitely do that first, and then we'll see how I go. Gotta vet you first, bro. Tyler Durden says, no lie though, I voted for Obama. I voted for Trump too. Yeah, I voted for Obama. I voted for Obama once. I ain't vote for him the second time. No, did I vote for him twice? Yeah, I'm sorry. No, I voted for Obama twice. I thought he was gonna get his rocks off in the second term, and he did everything. He did the same shit. J.R. Bell says it's been about identity politics for months. Remember the thing with the Supreme Court about what is a woman? Yeah. Fuego says, why does it do that? It's weird. Fuego says, the Berg legal case filed in PA covered the actual accusations of non-citizenship. Citizenship had been lost when he moved to Indonesia as a child and not reapplied for as an adult. Is that right? That's interesting to know. I didn't know that. Ooh.
What state was that in? What did he say? In Indiana?
PA. The Berg legal case. You got some insider info in China. Ooh, okay. I see where you going with that. Yeah, we gonna talk Oscar. J.R. Bell said he want to call in too. All right, yeah, we're gonna have a call in show. It's getting late now. We ain't gonna do it right now, but what's today? Let's do this shit. This is what I'm gonna do. Monday, I'm gonna have a call in show on Monday, and we gonna get it. We gonna talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. That's how we gonna do it. So
You know, it'd be cool to have on
Epstein's
if
black
you
book in it.
could, at some point, see if Trey will come on.
Well, Black Man, yeah, we gotta get him on here too. Yeah, but yo, it's all identity politics, and the thing is, I didn't know about any of this shit, else I would have seen it coming. This is how they teaching people to argue now. They don't argue the facts of the matter. They argue based on race. Like for example, like with the Project Veritas thing with the dude, right? And I said it on Tim Pool, was like, they're not gonna argue the fact that he said all of this shit saying that they doing gain of function and all this other stuff. They're gonna argue the fact that he was videotaped without his knowledge and that wasn't fair and he was trapped, and you know what I mean? I'm like, they don't argue the facts of the matter. Like, that's like, never mind that. Did you hear what he said? You know what I mean? Like, well, no, that's not fair because he's a young black man and you guys trapped him. I'm like, y'all motherfuckers, man.
Yo, but how perfect of a TV moment was that? Like, it couldn't have been a better sting. Like, for the whole situation, the person, like his character, how he reacted.
Right.
Like, we got to be in a simulation or some shit, because that's just God playing a joke. Because it was just too perfect, everything about it.
So Fuego, he got it on Rumble, yo. Let me see if I can get this shit. There we go. I'm gonna send it to you. Text to speech. Oh, it won't let me do that. Oh, I can do it from Rumble though. Hold on. I'm gonna send it to you. What's in it? Matter of fact, I'm gonna just pull it up myself. Let's see. There's some shit I gotta read through for real. What's the summary say? No summary available. Of course it ain't. Yeah, I'm gonna push it to you. That's something I gotta read through. But I believe it, yo. Like, he might not have been a legally a citizen, yo. Sorry. I think that's a possibility. I think that's a possibility. See, all right, I just sent it to you. But yeah, it's yeah, yo, that thing was fucking hilarious, yo. I think so too. I think what's the name said that shit. I think didn't Dick Gregory say that shit too? I remember Dick Gregory called Kevin Spacey being gay back in like the 90s before that shit came out. You know what I mean? Anyway, she off the committee. That's just what it is. That's just what it is, period. It ain't because she's a woman and because she's Muslim. It's because there's some get back from with the Republicans. Plus, she be saying some real ill shit about America. It's that simple. That's it. It's that simple, period.
And they're just gonna make a mountain out of molehill.
That's all.
For every little situation there is, just because everything's so fucked up right now. People paying fucking $12 a dozen for eggs right now and shit.
Right. They just grifting off of this. They grifting off of it so she can get reelected. That's all, because they don't give a shit about being on the committees. What's the dude that was lying, that lied his way into Congress? What's his name again?
Santos.
Santos was like, "Hey, I'll recuse myself from all the committees." He don't give a shit because he's still getting his $175,000 a year. He ain't got to do nothing. He just there as a fucking. He just there. He's like, I'll recruit myself from all the committees, y'all. I'll throw myself on that sword. No, nigga, you just don't want to do nothing, and you gonna collect a $175,000 check. You might not even get reelected next time. That'd be crazy if you get.
I don't know. I kind of respect it. I respect that shit at this point. He grifted so hard.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. It wasn't his fault. They didn't catch his ass.
That's hilarious.
The left was too woke to go and vet him because he's a Spanish and all that other shit, and the right thought they had a token and they didn't vet him either, and that's what y'all get. All y'all motherfuckers. He Jewish, then he not Jewish. His mother died in 9/11, then she didn't. He just lied. I mean. He sound like a young Joe Biden. God damn it. You know what I mean? You sound like a young Joe Biden. That's all I'm gonna say. She's anti-American, anti-Israel, POS. Yeah, that's what she. That's just what she is. That's how she comes off. So why would they want you on the Foreign Affairs Committee? Period.
It's the
Don't cry.
Foreign
Adam
Affairs
Schiff,
Committee.
Adam Schiff, and Eric Swalwell got thrown off of the Intelligence Committee. Y'all not out there capping for them, talking about us because they're straight white men. They got kicked off. Y'all ain't gonna do that though, is you? It don't work that way. You know what I mean? They got kicked off because the motherfuckers got caught lying time after time after time after time after time.
Where Schiff strung along a whole country for what? How many years was the whole Russia collusion
for
thing?
two and a half years.
2.5 years.
Lying
bro?
about bombshell evidence. Lying about having a witness that they had to put in the witness protection that nobody ever found out who he was. Turned out he wasn't even real. You know what I mean? It's just, it's, you know, they're all liars. So
That was some crackhead
some
shit.
real
It was
House
like,
of
I'm gonna have
Cards
your money next
bullshit.
week. I'm gonna have your money next week. He did that for 2 years.
It's like this some real House of Cards shit, bro. You know what I mean? It's some real House of Cards shit. Anyway, you got anything else, bro?
No, that's it, man.
I appreciate you guys rolling with us. If you're new, hit that like, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification icon, or let you know when we got new content coming out. Please share this stream. Let people know we're live. If you're catching the replay, let me know how I'm doing. I can use some constructive criticism. If you want to donate to the channel, super chats, Rumble Rants, they're always welcome. If you catch a replay, you want to donate to the channel, $ Canon Hotep. Direct donos are always welcome as well. Every little bit goes back into the channel. So, anyway. All right, y'all. Appreciate you rolling with me, bro.
Yeah, anytime, man.
For Cassius Cams, Canon Hotep saying, be blessed, stay strapped, and don't miss people. And remember, identity politics, guys. This shit just doesn't work. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. I'll holler at you.
So relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up.